Welcome to Zoe's Treasures, where the vibe is vintage. Buckle up.
Hello everybody, welcome to Zoe's Treasures. This is the new Seller Surge kickoff. We have an amazing raid train tonight. I'm so excited about it. We have 6 new sellers, some almost brand new, some have been around just a little bit, but all of them less than 1,000 sales. And so tonight for the next 2 hours, we are gonna go ahead and get a chance to meet those sellers. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna spend a few minutes with you just telling you who is in our lineup. But in the meantime, I did put a $5 Starbucks gift card up there. So go ahead and enter that giveaway. And let's start talking about our sellers. I see quite a few names in here of people I know. I see a lot of our sellers. If you are a seller tonight, throw your emojis in the chat. Let people know what time you are on. And I'm going to go through and start talking about you guys. So new Seller Surge raid train. Whole notion of this raid train is just to give brand new sellers a chance to get used to a raid train. Used to raiding on time, maybe trying something new. If they don't do random polls, maybe trying a random poll or trying a pre-list or starting something for $1, just giving them a chance to feel around in some of those whatnot features and get used to that raid train environment so that they can go out in confidence and be on other raid trains. I already see some of our sellers in there putting their emojis in, so let's go ahead and start talking about them. I'm going to be with you for the next 15 minutes, and then we are going to raid into Debbie Lou 11205. So let's take a look. Hey, Rericker's Passion, hello. We are going to go through, we're going to take a look at each one of these sellers' bios here. If we can pull it up on the screen, we're working on it. All right, so Debbie Lou 11205 is our first seller at 6 p.m. She doesn't have a lot in her bio, but she has some really great stuff. Look at that. Go a little bit slower there. All kinds of cool. Look at a Fenton Bell. Some really neat items. If we head on over to shows, you will see the new seller raid train right there. So please go ahead and bookmark her. Follow along. She's going to have 20 minutes. And check her out. She has 25 items sold. All of our sellers are 5-star sellers. So they've been just, knocking it out of the park right from the get-go. I'm so excited to have them on this raid train. And Debbie Lou's no exception. 25 items sold. So let's help her out. Maybe kind of push her up there a little bit. After Debbie, we are going to the woven basket at 620. So we have the woven basket, 423 sold. So working on her way to 1,000 there. She is from Southwest Virginia, sells pre-loved vintage items, including glass, brass, baskets, and books, all kinds of really cool stuff. Again, the woven basket is on at 620. And look at all the gorgeous glass in there. Beautiful, beautiful items. And if we pop on over to shows, look, she has quite a few shows. So obviously the new Seller Surge, that's why we're here. And then look at consistent shows, doing some more raid trains, just getting that experience. This is so exciting to see new sellers just like loading up on shows and just going in full force. That is at 620. After the woven basket at 640 is Southern Charm 7. So Southern Charm is probably our most experienced seller on this train with 911 items sold. Almost to 1,000, you guys. Do you think we can get her there tonight? She has 20 minutes. I am sure we can push her up and get those last 80 items in 20 minutes. I know that's doable. Let's see if we can push her to her 1,000 today. That would just be amazing to have somebody hit their 1,000 on the new Seller Surge raid train. So Southern Charm, her name is Michelle, and if we scroll back down so I can see her bio, there we go. She's excited to share her passion for reselling vintage treasures, antiques, and primitive decor. Since 2018, she's been uncovering unique finds, sharing her collection. She's been on Whatnot since April 1st, 2025. Look at that, April, May, June, 3 months, and she's almost hitting 1,000. She is just killing it out there. It says, join me for a fun adventure in discovering timeless pieces that tell a story. All right, let's go over and take a look at some of her items. She has gorgeous items. I love her stuff. She has anywhere from like primitive rustic to some nice fine china items, a whole mix, some cottagecore. And her shows, pretty consistent with her shows on every week, multiple times a week. So we have vintage variety there, and you can see 627, 75, 711. Excuse me, I need some water. So very consistent with shows, great seller. All right, and remember, all of our sellers are 5 stars. They've been doing great. Most have 1-day shipping, but all of them at least meet that 2-day requirement. After Southern Charm at 7 o'clock, we're going to go see Choco Dog 6. This is another almost brand new seller. Last time I looked, she had 136 items sold. Let's see, 147. Must have had a show since the last time I've looked. Congratulations. So first and foremost, she is a Christian that tries to live her life daily, and as a light and example of Jesus' love. Oh, hold on real quick. Tay Izzy, you've won that giveaway. $5 Starbucks gift card. Thank you so much for hopping on this Ray train. Please stick around and watch these great sellers.
Congratulations.
We're going to go ahead and start another $5 gift card up and going, so hop into that one. All right, let's go back and take a look at Choco Dog again. She says she has a passion for love and vintage as long as she can remember, starting in the 70s with garage sales with her mom and her aunt. She lives in beautiful North Georgia. Yay, I've lived in North Georgia. Awesome. With her husband, her 2 pup daughters, Peaches and Lily. She's a boy mom of 2 wonderful sons, and they're both some great daughter-in-laws. Let's see. Oh, and check this out. She is currently enrolled for interior design, so you know she has the goods. You know she knows how to put them together. Look at that. That is her passion right there. Let's take a look at some of her items. Look at, oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, stop. Hold on. That copper. I see a lot of copper. I'm like loving it already. Look at those items. All right, let's head on over to shows. And like most of our other sellers, she has a lot of shows already lined up. So it's another great one to go ahead and bookmark. So some upcoming Ray trains. All right, after Choco Dog, we are gonna at 7:20 go over and see Donna Simmons. So Miss Donna, come hang out with us as we look at awesome vintage items. Follow us and come back to see new items each time. So really cool, always rotating that inventory. 112 items sold, so another brand new seller, but look at that, less than 1-day ship time, 5-star rating. And she has some gorgeous glass, some really nostalgic items in here. I was looking through her stuff yesterday. So just some really cool nostalgic type items. Look at that little cherub, how adorable. Let's take a look over at the shows for Miss Donna. And I think she had a show yesterday. If I am not mistaken, I saw 130 something people in her show yesterday. How amazing is that for a new seller? That is so awesome. I love the support and that the Whatnot community gives to everybody. But look at that new seller Ray train. So obviously that's the one we're talking about. And then we have Simmons Treasure. So there's a Wednesday show there. And is there any more on there? Yeah, you know, y'all, there's 19 people in here. Let's give that second show right there some bookmarks. Let's go ahead and get that bookmarked. And look at, we have a comment from Sunny Ann looking into selling, gathering all the information. Sunny Ann, I'm about to address that in just a second. Let me finish talking about these wonderful sellers really quick. After Miss Donna, we're going to wrap it up with our very last seller of the night, and this is Lake Erie Vintage. My husband actually had the honor of helping Lake Erie Vintage with doing some mod stuff, so that was kind of cool. But Lake Erie Vintage is Misty, and she loves all things vintage. She loves to thrift and go to estate sales and bring her treasures to us, the Whatnot family. She has just over 102 sold. So normally we do under 1,000, but I think when she signed up, she was just under 1,000. So she's out there kicking butt too, working hard. Let's scroll down and see some of the stuff that she has. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a pillow shamming. Quilt tops. Oh, look at those items, y'all. They are bringing it. I'm telling you what, these new sellers are bringing it. What kind of shows do we have going on for Lake Erie Vintage? The yarn. Oh, I got to see that. I have a daughter who's into crocheting. I need to bookmark and go follow that show because that is coming up soon. Look at what else we have. Consistent shows, 629, 629, 76. So they are just consistently going. Y'all, I am so excited. After Lake Erie Vintage, we're going to come back to me. I'm just going to do a very quick 10 to 15 minute wrap up. I do have a special surprise giveaway at the end. Please stay tuned. 2 hours. A normal Whatnot show is 2 hours, but this way you get 2 hours, 6 sellers. You get to meet a lot of new friends. This is going to be awesome. We are going to raid in about 5 minutes to Debbie Lou. So in that 5 minutes, I'm just going to talk to you guys. If you have questions, pop them in the chat. We can do a little seller support for 5 minutes, talk about raid trains. I'm just looking to see if there's a question. We had a question earlier for our statement from Sunny, I forget the last part of the name, Sunny Ann. If you guys are interested in being on a raid train, we do this new seller surge raid train. This is our first one, but it's going to be amazing. I already feel it. I know it's going to be amazing. But we're going to do them once a month on the last Wednesday of every month from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 20-minute slots, so it's not too overwhelming. If you are interested, you can go to my website to sign up. I have signups already up through October, and that is www.zoestreasures.com. And you can see our upcoming events. So if you want to check that out and sign up for a new seller raid train, long as you have less than 1,000 sales, please go ahead and hop on over there and sign up. We would love to have you. Spots do fill up really quick. Who's winning? Annette. Annette, you just got a $5 Starbucks gift card. Congratulations. We have time for one more Starbucks gift card here. So I'm going to do one more. Another card is up and running, so go ahead and get in there and listen to me jabber away for 5 minutes until we go raid Miss Debbie Lou. So if you're interested, head on over to the website. My husband will do a quick show for you right now.
Zoe's Treasures is up and running. Interested in being part of a new seller raid train? Sign up. Come check our event calendar. Limited availability. www.zoestreasures.com. Yes, that is Zoe with an X.
All right, there you go. So that's how you would sign up. I hope to put more raid trains up there as we move forward. We're just kind of getting started with that venture of being able to have a Whatnot calendar. I'm really excited about it. Also putting a section on there for Whatnot shipping supplies, or not Whatnot shipping supplies, but reseller shipping supplies, organizational tools. Just kind of something to complement and go along with my seller and buyer chat shows that I do every Friday. So if you are a new seller or just a buyer, please come visit me on Friday mornings at 7 a.m. We spend about 2 hours and we talk about anything under the sun, whatnot, life, whatever may come up. I try to answer as many questions as I can. And if I can't answer them, I can guarantee there's somebody smart in the chat that can answer them for you. So we just try to come together as a community and help each other out. So check that out on Friday mornings. I do want to tell you really quick, I'm going to do a little selfish plug here. I have a couple really cool shows coming up. So Friday night is Dollar Holler. This is a great raid train. I do not run this one. I just get the privilege of being a part of this raid train. It is put on by the Vintage Syndicate. So it's a group of Whatnot sellers. All right. Oh, sorry, something flashed on the screen. I got distracted, squirrel. But the Dollar Holler, and it is a bunch of sellers. We have 10-minute spots all day long. Everything starts at $1, and it is like a boom, boom, boom. Knock it out. We're trying to kind of battle it out with each other to see who can sell the most in 10 minutes. So that's going to be a fun show. If you go to your search bar and you type in Dollar Holler, there it is. My husband put it right there for you. It is going to be a fun show, Southern Charm. I'm starting to set up for it. But if you go and search for it and then click on shows, you will see all the different sellers. Most of us are preloaded, have our stuff up there, so it's ready for pre-bids. Because it's so fast, a lot of sellers will be doing like 10 seconds, sudden death. So you want to get your pre-bids in for the items that you really like. Another show then on Sunday is Battle of the Best. If you haven't been around for Battle of the Best, don't miss it. Go do another search, bookmark Battle of the Best. This is 70-something sellers, I want to say, maybe 50-something, all day long. Again, another 10-minute slot. And we're battling to see who can get the highest dollar amount for their one item. We start a very expensive item at $1 and we battle it out. Last month was the gentleman who sells plants. His plant sold for $550. Can you believe that? It was amazing. There it is, my Battle of the Best. Let me show you what my battle item is. I have an original glass piece. Of course, I can't think of the maker. It is Epiphany Glass. Angela Rains, I want to say. If you go to the show, I have written there all about it. But look at this gorgeous piece of glass. Cynthia, it is even more beautiful in person. This is all glass down here, just like swirls of glass. Looks like it's just sitting on a cloud. Look at that iridescence on the inside. That is not porcelain. That is all glass going on in there. And it is Epiphany Glass. It is signed on the bottom. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of glass. I cannot wait to auction this off on Battle of the Best. And what's really cool about that upcoming one, it is cross-category. Thank you so much, Leslie. So you are going to get to see items from people from all over Whatnot, not just vintage. It's really, really cool. I don't expect to win with it. Honestly, I don't expect to win. I would love to take first. I don't expect to. The plant guy is some tough competition, let me tell you. But people bring out the most amazing items. I was looking through today and I'm so excited about it. But I'll tell you what, we have 1 minute. I'm about to go on raid. We're going to kick off this raid train. Again, we have Debbie Lou coming up, The Woven Basket, Southern Charm, Choco Dog, Donna Simmons, and Lake Erie Vintage. I have personally witnessed every single one of these new sellers sell over the past couple of weeks. They are amazing. Please stick around, meet some new friends. And you know what? Let's get Southern Charm her 1,000 tonight. She is so darn close. I know we can come together as a Whatnot team and push her over that 1,000. So let's see if we can make that happen. I would love to come back to you at 8 o'clock tonight and celebrate with her on her 1,000. All right, let's see. Our last gift card is going to Jennifer Joy Designs. Miss Jennifer, you are getting a cup of coffee or tea on Zoe's Treasures. And with that, y'all, let's get this thing going. We're going to go raid Debbie Lou right now.